NFR.
NFR Extra is a podcast dedicated to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo and features icons and personalities that embody the Western lifestyle.
Because I wasn't paying attention to the standings or anything like that. I never do. And round 9, the bull stumbled, hit me in the face. And they're like, you got a rewrite. I'm like, can I get on it tomorrow night? I'm like, I don't want to get on another one tonight. I'll get on both of them tomorrow night. It's fine. Well, that night of round 9, Stetson texts me. He's like, dude, I'm pretty sure you've won the world, and probably going to win the average. You probably don't have to get on anymore. I'm like, yeah, but I want to win the top down too.
It's not enough.
I've come this far. I
Right.
Try.
This is Brylan Bentley, and you're listening to NFR Extra.
Don't call it a comeback. Some people just call it a rally, right? I mean, that's what you have to do. Is sometimes
you can rally.
You have to find that extra gear, and we've hit overdrive with Kai Hamilton. This is going to be fun. So, Kai has had a little bit of the injury bug, right? So, had a few rough rides this winter, but you're not really concerned about that in the conversations you've had with us. You kind of have it. I don't want to say mapped out, but you feel like your time for the comeback still gives you plenty of time to make the finals, correct?
Oh, yeah. I mean, people probably didn't really know, but back in 21, I think I had 20,001 and I had to have hip surgery, and I didn't come back until Cheyenne, and I won Cheyenne and made the finals that year.
Wow. So from the last week of July to the end of September, so in just over 60 days, you were able to win enough money to make the finals.
Yeah.
What did you win that year? If you don't mind going back to it.
I did. Shoot, I won Cheyenne. I really can't remember a lot of the other ones. I think after Cheyenne, I just started staying on, just about everything, and yeah, I made it because I went to San Antonio the start of that year, Fort Worth, Denver. I don't think they had Houston in 21.
No, 21 they did not. No, sir.
So there was no Houston, and then I had about 20,001, and then right after the American, I had to have hip surgery, and I came back at Cheyenne.
Jeez Louise. Talk about putting yourself on the fast track.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
That's solid.
Professional rallier.
In more than one way.
Yeah. Talking about the rough rides. Talk about, tell me a little bit about your NFR last year, because it looked like it might have been pretty bleak, and then you had some different plans.
I sure got both ends of the stick, that's for sure.
Yeah.
One day you're the champ, the next day you're the chump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going great for the first 4 rounds, and then it didn't go so great in round 5. And it was right at that point where I thought, there's not a bull here that can buck me off. Just when I thought that, it was like,
Found him.
Got him. He's here.
Yeah.
And then, it was looking pretty rough, but I think looking back, I don't know if it was just all the significance of being at the finals and everything that was going on. Maybe I didn't think it was as bad as it was, but it really, the ribs were sore and stuff like that, but after the morning performance, when I did crawl over the bucking chutes, I may have still had a bit of the concussion because things were a little dizzy.
Yeah. When
I crawled in there. But after that night round, I was sore, but I felt fine. And it worked out pretty good. So,
did you get a nap in between? Because I know when we had a roundtable discussion, you were talking to the other guys, and you took a step by step how it all went, and you basically got 0 sleep in the hospital.
Yeah, after that morning performance, I went back to the room and I slept all the way up until I can't remember what time the perf started, but I got down here like 30 minutes before it started that afternoon.
And forewent riding in the Grand Entry, which I think was...
Send me the fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I think I did that the rest of the finals. I'm like, screw that. Good thing Brendan was there. I'm like, you can carry the flag.
What's the fine? Put me down for 4 of them.
Yeah.
Count me out.
Do you have a game plan going into the finals? Because that's a different beast than what every other regular rodeo season looks like. So your preparation, is that, something that you think about or focus on, or you just kind of show up and do it?
The last few years, I think I kind of did have some kind of an idea of what to do, and I don't know. I did feel confident going in there, but not like last year. All I wanted to do was get on bulls every week. There wasn't much going on. I didn't get to get on every week. A lot of people don't know. I had to have face surgery in October because a bull broke my eye socket in Albuquerque. So I had to get a plate put in my eye socket in October. And I didn't get to go to the Wilderness, my circuit finals, because I had that done. So I missed out on going to the Wilderness circuit finals. And then I think it was like right around the start of November, I got on bulls every week, and right up until the finals. And the Sunday I left, I got on bulls the Sunday leading up to the final start, and then left that day. And I think that was what helped me the most, was getting on all them bulls, and everything was second nature, and I felt confident.
So you got a workout program, or just get on bulls and...
Just get on bulls and ride horses, and that's about it.
Cowboy approach.
Yeah.
The J.B. Mooney school of thought, maybe?
Yeah.
What do you have for breakfast? Cigarettes. Cigarettes and bulls. Why? You want some? I'm full, thank you.
You want a can of Coke?
Yeah. Sure.
That's about...
Not diet.
Yeah.
No, leaded. Give me the leaded stuff.
Donut and Coke and 6 bulls.
Okay, so you come back and you get on the morning performance and the night performance. But was there a point in time during the 10-day stretch that you kind of felt like, okay, now we've got this locked up. We're turning from this being my 4th qualification to, hey, I've got the world title locked up.
Yeah, it was round 9. Because I wasn't paying attention to the standings or anything like that. I never do. And round 9, the bull stumbled, hit me in the face. And they're like, you got to re-ride. I'm like, can I get on it tomorrow night? I'm like,
I'm tired.
I don't want to get on another one tonight. I'll get on both of them tomorrow night. It's fine. And I had the re-ride was really cool. It was the bull of Will O'Connell's. I rode him at the American last year, and so they loaded him first. Well, that night of round 9, Stetson texts me. He's like, dude, I'm pretty sure you've won the world, and probably going to win the average. You probably don't have to get on anymore. I'm like, yeah, but I want to win the Top Gun too.
It's not enough.
I've come this far. I might as well
Right.
try.
Yeah, we've had a trip to the hospital, punctured lung. Why not?
I'm not done checking boxes, guys.
Yeah. Well, I got on that first one, and I had him rode. He was going into my hand. It was feeling good. He jumped forward, went back around the left. Well, when he's going back left, I've gone to reach forward to kind of square up, and it felt like someone stuck a knife in my back. It must have been them ribs or whatever. And he bucked me off, and I come walking out of there, and I was about to go put my rope on my 10th round bull I had drawn. And Stetson's like, how do you feel? I'm like, stuff's hurting. He's like, you've won everything. You're going to win. You've won the Top Gun, because I think Brittany Tenozzi was the closest, and they'd already ran barrels. He goes, you've got the Top Gun on. You're probably going to win the average, and you've won the world. I'm like, yeah, screw that 10th bull.
He looks good standing there. He's fine.
Well, then they actually had to buck him, because he became the first re-ride then. and I think it was the rank pen, like the TV pen, and the way he bucked, he should have been in the eliminators. I'm like, yeah, thank God.
Thank God I didn't get on.
Yeah, I might have just been
Jeez.
throttled, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So, how many rounds did you win the full boat? Because I was it just one, or were there multiple where you were the only guy that rode?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I won 3 rounds, but there was just one where I was the
Won
yeah,
everything.
just one. And well, maybe round 2. I think there was only 2 of us that stayed on in round
Yeah.
2. Or
'Cause he had
no.
more than 2 nights. I think one night you were like 65,000, and then the other one you were like 98 or 99.
Yeah, that was.
okay, maybe it was round 2. There was only 3 of us because that was the first time the eliminators were out, and there was only 3. Well, then there was another night. Sage had been the only one to stay on so far, and then I won that round, and there was only 2 of us that stayed on.
Does that kind of feel good to spoil that
Yeah.
party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all, welcome. Now it's my party.
All right, but I mean, you're not looking at the scoreboard though, like when you get on, like you're not thinking if I ride this bull, I'm going to win 100,000, correct?
Yeah.
So you're focused on the opponent in front of you.
Yep.
That'd be hard for me not
Sure
to think
sounds good
about.
to win
Yeah,
100,000.
that would be very, very difficult for me to go.
Yeah, but like I said the other day, I think it like had it have been anywhere else, and if what went on hadn't have gone on, it may have been like that. Like I might have been a little more blasé about it, or been like, oh, 100,000, like that's gonna be nice, thinking about it more. But the mindset I had that night, it didn't care what the scenario was. I don't think I was bucking off. Well, at least I didn't feel like I was.
So what does that world title mean to you?
It means everything. I mean, that's what I wanted to do since I started riding, coming over here and win one. And then, I mean, the way it all happened, I don't want to give myself a big head, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. What does your Vegas nighttime look like?
The hospital?
Besides hospital trips.
Pizza in a hospital bed, pizza and a Coke in a hospital bed.
Jeez. Okay, minus that one.
Pizza and a Coke in a hotel room?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I want the real deal.
Well, after party, the
Rodeo Vegas?
Rodeo Vegas after party. Yeah, that was fun. And it was kind of nice this year because it was at Resorts World, and that's where I was staying. I didn't have to get back to my room, going to another hotel. But I did kind of like it a little more when it was at the Mirage. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really liked it when I was there. But yeah, go to Rodeo Vegas. Last year, I didn't really party a whole lot. I kind of toned it down a little bit, but I go have a few beers and hang out and go to bed, wake up when I wanted to.
Yeah.
Was that intentional? I mean, is that maybe getting a couple of NFRs under your belt so you changed up your routine?
Yeah, for sure. Because the first year it was COVID year, and it was in Fort Worth. There was really not a whole lot we could do, and we were worried about getting tested and testing positive. But 21, the first time when I was here, it was party every night, and I think that might have been why I only rode 3 bulls.
That neon light fever is a real deal.
Yeah, so I toned it down a little. I found the happy medium.
Yeah. How hard is it too? Because they've got you, especially when you come to Vegas, you've got a full book. It's not just you go and hang out and wake up when you want to and then just see at the rodeo. I mean, you guys are pretty committed throughout the day, right?
Yeah, but for the most part, I think my schedule has never been too bad. Like Stetson's always going and stuff, but mine's always been pretty low key. But yeah, I mean, you go down there for an hour or so down to Cowboy Christmas every day and do something for a sponsor and stuff like that. So it keeps you busy, and I think I don't mind doing it. I mean, it keeps your mind off from thinking about riding and stuff like
Right.
that, and kind of keeps you busy.
Right.
How did you and Stetson come together? Because you are both very complimentary of one another, and it's one thing to be a traveling partner, but it seems like you guys are business partners and real best friends. So how did that come together?
In 2020, he had a bull drawn that I'd been on, and he just sent me a message on Instagram asking me if I had the video, and I sent it to him, and then I was headed somewhere out of San Antonio, and I ran into him in the parking lot, and I had never met him or nothing, and he came up and said hi and introduced himself, and we chatted there for a bit and stuff, and then I started kind of seeing him a bit more over the summer when all the rodeos were up in Utah and stuff, and kind of just hit it off. We were passing through there. I was traveling with Colton Fritzlin and Clayton Sellers, and he said, "You guys come stay at the house if you want on the way there," and we did, and went and hung out there. And I flew up to Salt Lake City for a rodeo because I had a college rodeo that weekend also. Well, then the next weekend was the tour finals in Rapid City, and he said, "Why don't you just stay up here the week and we'll go there?" I said, "All right, sounds good." And I had met Rusty and Ryder at a couple of them rodeos, but didn't know them that well. I'd never met Statler or his parents, Cody and Sheree, and I go and stay there, and it's the funniest thing ever. The first time I stayed at Stetson's house, the whole family was over there, and Stetson and Rusty got in a brawl, and
it was like home.
It was like a family ordeal, and I'm just sitting on the couch, just twiddling my thumbs, like, okay, well, Stetson's got a downstairs at his house, and I just went downstairs and just hung out down there. Yeah. Poor Cherie, she was so embarrassed. I remember Stetson comes down and he's like, "Dude, I'm so sorry, man." I'm like, "Oh, it's all good. Like, I didn't care. Like, no skin off my nose."
What did it start over? Was it just like a family, like two bulls coming to the pen at the same time, or what?
It was Stetson was paying Statler to mow his lawn, and Rusty thought Stetson should mow his own lawn.
He's a businessman. He's like, "Hey, I'm giving him a business opportunity."
Big brother deal, though, too.
Oh, God.
$5.
Let's take a quick pause, and we'll be right back. Looking for NFR video content and features? It's all in one place at /Las Vegas NFR. You'll find unique features like the top 35 most memorable moments since 1985, the top 60 NFR contestants of all time, NFR champions recaps, custom NFR videos, and much more. You'll also find NFR performance recaps, insider tips, and interviews you might have missed along the way. Once you dive in, you'll find a lot more great content. There's something for all rodeo fans. The biggest stage, the brightest lights, the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Was it cool meeting Cody? Because I mean, he's definitely. I mean, I hate to use the word icon, but he's darn sure iconic.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, I'd seen him ride and stuff a little bit when he was going on TV and stuff like that, and no, it was cool. Like, that guy's a legend, and
big time.
It's always cool to be in the presence of legends. So
yeah,
it's good getting to talk to him, and even the little bit I have spoken to him about riding and stuff over the last few years, like there's a lot of words of wisdom comes out of that guy's mouth.
Right.
So he's good to talk to.
And humble as the day is long too.
Yeah.
That seems like the whole Wright family is that way.
Yeah.
Well, not to just keep bringing up the Wrights, but Stetson gave us a little inside baseball on his brothers. So we want to hear your take, because he gave us kind of the rundown from Rusty to Ryder to himself and Statler. So we want to hear your description of those brothers so we can compare notes.
Rusty, he's the outgoing one. Like, doesn't matter who you are, what you are. Like, he's gonna talk, say hi. I feel like, yeah, that's probably Rusty. He's kind of the outgoing one, and yeah, like, if you didn't know he was a Wright, or even if you did know he's a Wright, you just think he's a normal, everyday person, outgoing person.
Right.
And Ryder, he doesn't say much. But earlier this year, he came down and stayed for a few days one week during Austin, and it was just him. And I noticed he talks more when it's just him, because I think he doesn't have his brothers there to do all the talking.
The middle child syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you want me to say? It's all been said.
Yeah. So I got a little more out of him, but yeah, for sure, Ryder doesn't say much. But usually when all the brothers are around and Ryder does say something, everyone listens.
Especially when there's a fight following it.
Yeah.
And now Statler.
Statler, well, I get he's young, still like a young kid, and I feel like him and Rusty a little more like Statler's a little outgoing and not very shy. Stetson can be shy, but then at the same time he's like a 11-year-old kid running around.
He's got the body. He's got the body, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Body
he
of a
told,
12-year-old.
yeah, he said 12. He
Yeah.
did say 12, so we'll give him one more year. So he's in 6th grade instead of 5th.
Yeah.
But no, that honestly, you guys said almost the exact same thing. You know, I mean, it was almost word for word. You know that Rusty's the one that's going to run for mayor, and Ryder.
Iceman.
It's hard to get Boo out.
Yeah.
Iceman. That's exactly right.
What do you guys, and watching you and Stetson walk around here, I mean, you guys are thick as thieves. What does your off time look like when you're not rodeoing, but you're traveling? Like, you guys got something like, hey, let's go whack some golf balls or something?
I mean, sometimes we do, but most of the time we just lay on the couch and look at our phones. We kind of do. We don't do a whole lot.
Jeez. Words of wisdom right there.
You
I'm
have
trying
to rest and recover.
Yeah.
I'm honestly trying to think of, I don't know that we really do anything when there's not much going on. Like we'll either drive to wherever we're going next, or might go if someone's got a saddle that needs fixing. We might, like last year we went and stayed at a guy's house for a few days that makes their saddles and stuff, G by G, and hung out there for a bit and kind of just twiddled our thumbs.
Ooh, I got one. Better driver, you or Stetson?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I feel like they're both probably bad. They probably let Ryder drive.
No. Oh, I think we're really good drivers. We've never got in a wreck. Knock on wood, yeah. Stetson will scare me sometimes, but I feel like he's gotten better because I don't think he scares me as much anymore.
Is it speed related, following, device related? What
Device.
Oh,
related,
okay, yeah.
Especially when one time he told me that he rear-ended someone on the freeway because he was looking at his iPad. I'm like, great.
It's like
And
I was
this is-
busy watching a movie.
Yeah, this is coming from a guy that was raised driving on the other side of the road too.
That would be my concern.
Yeah. What's it like traveling with a guy that does 2 events and you're just one event focused?
I don't think it's any different, really. I mean, the only deal is he'll get split up and we might have to go to the same place twice, or usually he can get a trade and be up the same day, but hell, it just means I get a day that I can go party and not have to get on the next day, so I can kind of recover. But
Priorities.
it's not bad, and like I don't go to as many extreme balls as, well, neither of us do, because we go to more rodeos because he wants to do the 2 event stuff, and I don't even think we probably go to as many rodeos as a lot of the other guys, and they're like, a lot of people say, well, like, do you miss out on things because he does the 2 events? And I said, I mean, I don't look at it, but maybe I do, but I figured if I'm going to the same amount of bull ridings as the guy that's been winning all the world titles, there's no reason I can't either if we're
Right.
going to the same amount of rodeos, same amount of events.
So if we pooled some entry fee money together, would you guys enter the team roping at a circuit rodeo?
I've always wanted to team rope at Pendleton.
Oh,
So
That's
the
where
ge-
Zeke breaks
That's
out.
the general consensus.
it would be pretty cool
Yeah.
for me and him to enter the team roping at Pendleton. That'd be awesome.
I think you should make it happen.
we need to get practiced up so then we can beat all the team ropers.
oh,
And
would
then
they
it'd be
not
even
melt
more
like
funny.
ice cream? Wait a minute, what? We got beat by Stetson and Kai?
Yeah.
They were in the letter buck room last night. Come on.
Till this morning, actually.
Go to the other end of the arena now.
Clean it up. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. What's your favorite rodeo throughout the season that is just your absolute can't wait for it?
Probably Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah. that arena is so big. The amount of people that are in there. Usually by the time the bull ride's on, because, I mean, they're either there for the rodeo or they're getting there for the concert. So usually when the bull ride's
Packed
on,
house.
it's packed. And that, if there was no such thing as the NFR, Houston would be by far my favorite. But as far as regular season, Houston and Cheyenne for sure.
Yeah.
Best entertainer you've seen at Houston?
Like singer,
Yeah.
I think Cody Johnson. My first year was 22, and at the end of my set, he played, and I'd never been to a live concert by any singer, and I thought that was pretty damn cool.
No, he does a good job. The other one that I thought was really cool is, I can't remember if it was 18 or 19, Kid Rock, and he brought his own pyro, played every instrument on stage. So, I mean, the thing about Kid Rock that I think is cool is he has this on-stage persona that he's a big, dumb redneck. It's just what he tries to portray. But he is an uber-talented musician. Like, I mean...
Thus
so that
the
was,
Jet.
Yeah, it was really, really cool to see him, play every instrument on stage. And then he did this little turntable deal and flipped the audience off. So it was...
Killed a bottle of Jim Beam and still stand still.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's not cocky if you can back it up.
Yeah, and he...
I say you've never met a
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah. he can definitely back that up.
Yeah, that's good. Well, looking forward to it, man, and appreciate you joining us here today.
Thank you.
Ready to see that second gold buckle chase happen this year.
Appreciate it. Me too.
Want to experience more of the NFR? Then visit NFRExperience.com, and we invite you to subscribe to NFR Extra on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and wherever you're listening right now. If you like what you've heard on NFR Extra, we would love it if you gave us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe.